season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. On the move. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Ezukama. And he's brought down after a nice game. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Looking for room. It's Hill.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Can't get him to the ground. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
On the move. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He'll do it himself. He'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Caught in the backfield is Wells. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Grab near the marker. It's Wells. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit? The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
On the ground, it's Green. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Costa. Buying some time. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Wood. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it.
Goes toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity. You know, listen, once you get past the 50, offensive coordinators, that's when they want to dial up shot plays. You got a little bit of space on the field still left. Everything's not condensed tight like when you get in the red zone. You take those shots.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. On target to the left. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pick up on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Costa. He'll pull it down and run. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time.
This cornerback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Send its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, I think on the last play, they didn't get it to the sticks. They were hoping he'd be able to make the catch, make a guy miss, and advance the football. But because they couldn't execute, now it's 4th and long.
Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band was so noisy, bro. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Jacksonville State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense in a bunch formation. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Costa. Got it in the middle. It's Wood. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give on the option. Runs through the tackle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Find some fresh air. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
He wants to throw it again. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Odom. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Dances away to buy time. Pulls it in. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Back to throw. It's Costa. Sends it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Quarterback moving. Gets the first himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Costa. Got his man. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Third down play from the gun. Scrambling away. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
The defense is obviously trailing by a lot here in the second half. They need something big to happen to get back in this one. Turnovers is the key. They were almost able to get one right there. Nice job knocking it out. The offense very lucky it rolled out of bounds.
The Longhorns are on the move. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, he's got some space. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Using his legs, it's Hill. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely fault.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sideline, it's McLeod.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try to pick up some positive yards.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Now on the move. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability. His wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Uncorks one to the middle. Complete downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Costa. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Wood. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Ezukama. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. This is a designed run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Ezukama. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been...
There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He'll bring it out. It's Wiggins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're
flying down the left side. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here comes the offense back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Bring in the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It says Ukama. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Buys a little extra time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead has ballooned like it has.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Inside the touchdown, Texas. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws, and he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's McLeod. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Throws it back. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. He'll take it himself. Quick spin on the run. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing